You remember back in those high school days when you would have those arguments? It'd be like a group of you and your homeboys arguing about like who's the best rapper between like Jeezy and Ludacris. And it'll be a circular argument between one person and like four other people. And you try to convince this dude that the four people are right and the one dude is wrong. So you just going back and forth, but then you have this one person that comes up and agrees with your friend. So he takes that and saying, "I told y'all, bro. I told you. I told y'all I was right." This is that gotcha moment and that eureka moment and that hooray pat yourself on the back moment for Nick Wright. What moment? The moment MJ's trainer came out and gave his reasons why Michael Jordan's a GOAT. Two being the shoes and one being the actual accolades on the court. Weeks before this segment on First Things First, Nick Wright, Chris Broussard, and Kevin Wiles were having that argument because Nick Wright brought up Michael Jordan's failures as an owner should be documented and count against him in the GOAT case, which is a flimsy case anyway. It's media driven. Nevertheless, he said it should count against Michael Jordan because it's a failure as him as a player slash GM and everything outside the basketball court counts too towards the GOAT debates. So he decided to have his little victory lap in his parade moment when nobody really argues about the shoes when it comes to the Michael Jordan LeBron debate. That's just something him and Shannon Sharp came up with to justify the whole Michael Jordan LeBron debate. But I'm gonna play the video and add into it as it goes.
I've never done this on the show.
Oh, what is that?
It's an official victory lap.
Oh, great.
It's an official victory lap because Brew had the audacity. Victory lap.
You have the clip?
Yeah.
Probably does.
You know what? Of course I have the clip. I don't even need the sound. Just look at Brew's face.
He's so happy that somebody proved him right for once.
When I was making, let me set it. Watch Brew here. Look at how aghast and agog he is that I said that when people argue that Jordan's the GOAT, they bring up non-basketball factors. And
because it's rarely brought up, dude.
The number one thing people bring up is the sneakers. And Bruce,
the number one thing people bring up is the 10 scoring titles and 6-0 and 6 for 6 in the NBA championship, which you always try to just downplay like it's nothing.
I have never heard that brought up in the debate.
What?
This was when we were talking about whether or not the fact that Michael Jordan had the most hellacious on-court tenure of any owner in modern NBA history should factor in at all. And all I argued was we either have to do just basketball or everything, not picking and choosing. And now we have...
You pick and choose all the time in your debates, bro.
I'm sure someone you've known for 30 years,
Tim
Grover, at a paid speech. You saying, and I didn't even hear this part for the first time because I just read it. He said, and here's the mic drop moment, meaning this was his crescendo final.
It was actually kind of funny when he said it.
Big Joker point.
The earlier points were pretty cool.
He said big Joker point. You don't play spades like that, bro. Don't do that. You don't play spades like that.
I'm glad you brought those up, Miles.
Hold on.
Because first of all, it was tongue in cheek.
No.
It was fun. And that's not people.
Fun anecdote about
That's
you
not
being robbed.
people. That's one person.
Exactly. He making the minority the majority. He took that straw man argument and just conflated it to a 10th degree. Nobody ever brings up the whole shoe argument. It's a pointless point to make in the GOAT debate because it doesn't need to be made to begin with. It was just something he did to poke fun at LeBron. It's kind of funny.
All right. You know, in our debates about Jordan and LeBron, I have never brought up his shoes.
Never did it. I don't even know why Nick brought that up. He always keeps it on the court.
Now, he is mythical. I'd has become mythical, but he earned that. He earned that, and I think LeBron will become mythical, but just as
No, he won't, bro. He's actually hurting his case to become mythical with all the gloating and self-aggrandizement he does. He pats himself on the back at every turn. He did a whole tour last year after he broke Kareem's record.
not slightly below Michael Jordan. But here's the thing you left out. Before he said the shoes, and he was being
Why do you
a
say
fancy ending. He said this. This was his main point.
This was pretty good.
This was his main point. I don't know if Nick watched this point. I'm going to ask you.
I didn't
you
watch
You didn't watch it? Okay. So I'm going to ask you.
You're in for a
I'm
treat.
going to ask you this question. That 4 times there have been 4 players in.
And Nick already knew this. He answered it because, one, he saw the full clip. He lied and said he didn't see the full clip, for one. 2, he studies Michael Jordan's career to a T, so I'm pretty sure he already knew this because it's been in a whole lot of memes and like posts on Facebook and like Instagram. So he already had this information. And he knows it's one of the many things that Jordan has over LeBron. Only thing that LeBron has is longevity. And that's all he ever points out. Total stats, total steals, total. He never does per game stats.
In the history of the NBA who have done this in one season. They led the league in scoring during the regular season. They won the MVP. They were first team all defense.
Yeah.
They led the playoffs in scoring, and they won the finals MVP.
Yeah, it was Michael
4
Jordan
times.
4 times.
If he knew that, then why do you keep making this flimsy case for LeBron?
That's pretty darn good.
No.
That was his main issue.
Yes.
The shoes was just a little.
Yes, that was his first point, but instead he jumped over that and went straight to the shoes.
And by the way, America, that a fun trick that all of the, and again, I think Jordan's one of the 3 greatest players ever.
The greatest player ever.
But the Jordan obviously is I shouldn't say obviously, but arguably is the greatest.
Not arguably, bro. He is the greatest. He has the highest PPG average in the playoffs and the regular season.
Scorer ever, and certainly a compiled scoring.
Most defensive players you've heard.
Exactly. He has a defensive player of the year title, and every year he won the scoring titles. He pretty much won first team all defense, I think, every year except for like the first year, the first time he did it, or the last time, I'm not sure.
He said first team all defense, but it was along with the scoring title.
Duh, that makes you a two-way player.
Wilds. So there are so many Jordan. LeBron never did X.
Yeah.
Jordan did X, with the common denominator being a scoring title.
That's what makes it better, man. You gloss over that, but you'll pat LeBron on the back for doing 27-77. 27-77.
Title being included because LeBron only won the scoring title 1 time.
LeBron hasn't.
And the year he came close, his team didn't make the playoffs.
Led the
Meaning the year he came close to doing it for a second time, his team didn't make the playoffs.
league in a lot of things.
Right, and Jordan led the league in scoring a
10
bunch of
times
times.
steals.
Yeah, he led the league in steals 3 different times.
3
Steals
times.
a few
Has
times,
LeBron
yes.
ever led the league in steals?
No, has Jordan ever led the league in assists? I'm not doing this right
Yeah,
now.
but I'm just.
And LeBron did it once. You're not doing this because you can't do it. You only have one thing for LeBron.
Total is a lot different.
I get it. And so the point was, if we want to have a Jordan LeBron actual argument, I'd love to.
Don't nobody want to keep doing that. You want to do it because you want to keep that narrative and that talking point alive. But it's useless.
But the point that I was trying to make months
And you never keep it in context. Everything you argue is out of context.
ago, and I'm trying to make again now, with now being buttressed by Michael Jordan's personal trainer.
That's another factor. It's not an
It
objective.
is
Exactly. It's not an objective take. It was his personal trainer. But you'll take all these clips from like Isaiah Thomas and all these other players that play with LeBron or players that are in love with LeBron, like Kendrick Perkins, ex-players that signed to Clutch Sports.
none of you guys are objective.
I'm objective.
Bro, you're not objective.
No.
There was a time when I thought LeBron earlier in his career would surpass Jordan. I'm definitely objective.
Okay, I think you are an objective person. I think on this
Bro, you've admitted that you signed to Clutch Sports.
Why not? I love LeBron. I think what he's done off the court
Pause.
has been way better more than
Of course,
Jordan. Like,
of
why
course.
would not?
What he's done off the court has been way more than, what is it? No.
I give it to him if I thought it was.
I think that there is a piece. I think there is a piece of, and maybe people can say it's the same thing with me because it's the era I'm in. Folk,
bro, we're around the same age. I don't know what you're talking about.
To teeth in the 90s, who are just there is a romanticization.
I wasn't 7 years old.
No, cut your teeth in no.
That's not a romanticizing of the 90s, bro. There's a love fest people have with LeBron right now, but people know what they know about Jordan because it's on. You can go back and watch those games, man. They have the stats on Basketball Reference. I mean, you've done the research. You know it's a frivolous debate. I don't know why you keep bringing this up.
I'm saying cut your teeth professionally. In the 90s, a romanticization, of that era of basketball. I think when it wasn't that great of an era.
Kind of like y'all do with the late 2010s and now the 2020s. Like they didn't have athleticism in the 60s and 70s.
Basketball. But the point I'm making
I just want to make sure
the point I'm trying to make that I said this was always used. The non-basketball things.
No, it wasn't. I don't even know why you said that.
Were always used for Michael. And then we have at a paid speaking appearance by his trainer, his final
like I said, that one dude comes over and says, "Yeah, man, he the best." I told y'all, bro. I told y'all he the best. But that was my point on Nick Wright. He's one of the best on TV as far as nitpicking and as far as those straw man arguments. He's the best on TV with it. I give him his credit for that.